And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire on the run on the community map supplied. That we've been community supplied. We're picking up at the bottom of round 83. We got 3 decisions awaiting us. Interior Council. Thinking we might actually up the taxes a bit if we can. So let's up you, although not by a lot. So we get a little bit more likelihood if we pull the income tax card. Zone decisions. You're having corals. We're gonna favor more commerce. Offer to buy slaves. Again, we're gonna favor the more commerce option here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these guys are suffering a little bit from ammo delivery issues. Fair enough. Their ammo stockpile is below half, so we should stop the offensive for the moment. Give them some time to rearm. Okay, there's one of the hostiles. Okay. I was questioning there for a moment. Take a few more hexes there. You're in blue due to ammo delivery issues. Which, to be fair, is somewhat reasonable. Okay, 83% was a bullet. Yeah, we're shipping too much, and the truck station isn't able to handle the shipments. Okay, I need to upgrade the truck station.
Copy that.
We've got the resources in reserve to do that, so that's too much of a concern. And then we're going to want more bullets. We'll go for 1,000 bullets. The offensive probably should stop until we get more bullets delivered. And then progress-wise, organizations. Military up to 38%. Eco, we're at 77%. We're only making like 3% a turn, so 10, but we've done like 8 turns? 8 turns more before we're gonna get volcanic energy tapping. And then we'll have all the power we're gonna want. As soon as we get the build, of course. Building is not gonna be free. We got a shed diplomat.
Yes, sir.
I think the one to the south we haven't started trading with? Yeah. So that's a guaranteed we're going to get trade open with them.
Yes, sir.
Critical success. Even got us an opinion boost. Get back on friendly. Yeah, they're still on cold. So we got cold to the south, cold to the north. But cold, unless cold's throwing events at you, cold's fine, usually. And everything's reasonably stable. Definitely need to get the logistics improved. Modified production with forestry modifier. Ah, the forests are starting to get a bit thinned. That means we're going to need to upgrade the organic furnace again as a stopgap measure. Until we get the volcanic energy tapping. Although, once we get volcanic energy tapping, we're going to be done with organic furnace burning. Okay, and in the turn. We definitely are in a situation where the sealed roads would help a lot, at least with the oil. Okay, working through the turn. Looks like we got attacked by the AI, although it didn't go anywhere, so that works for us. It's those robots we want to go after with the tanks as soon as we're done with the armored vehicles of the slavers. Should be coming around to us soon. Should just be calculating our turn here. There we are. Round 84, we got 2 decisions awaiting us. A lot of our resources are negative. Well, this is mostly stuff going out to construction. And too much construction apparently at once, so we got a worker shortage. Fair enough. It's annoying, but fair enough. We're offering to buy IP. More than 1-to-1. Sure, we'll take the commerce here.
Copy that.
Offering an advisor to a different person. We're going to tell you no, just
Yes,
because
sir.
at this point I'm not going to be able to afford that. We're going to do improvised IP
Order
to basically
received.
get our industrial power back. Okay. So all of the requested supplies, except down here in where it's yellow due to the lack of road, were delivered. So we can probably get on the offensive again. Someone in that hex.
We're taking fire.
Yes.
Requesting backup.
Okay.
We're taking fire.
There's someone in that hex.
Requesting backup.
Okay. Not a big great trade here.
Backup.
2 for 2.
Wilco.
And that's going to be that for the turn. Oh no, we can attack the armored vehicles here. Let's do that. Okay, successful attack. Although we got them in the open, so most of them managed to escape. I think that's going to be the turn. Obviously, ammunition will be going out to these units. So we'll need to buy more ammunition next turn. And we should hopefully get more hiring over the next turn. I'm gonna splurge. This might be taking us a little low on
Copy
money.
that.
We're gonna keep our population increasing.
Copy that.
Oh, and call you up.
Copy that.
And I want to reduce the number of recruits we're getting by half, back down to the default game start. And I think we don't need any public budget. I think they got enough credits. 18,000, 19,000 in the bank, yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah, we pull less people into the military. Because at this point we're being more limited by our industry than we are our recruiting for the moment. Anyway, so we're going to have issues with the oil delivery, although 93% did arrive, so at this point that's an indication that as long as we're not shooting too much, we'll get plenty of ammo, or plenty of oil. The oil is kind of annoyingly at the end of a line past all the troops. All the troops get their logistics before the oil well does. Although there's some weight balancing when you've got a shortage. I believe it defaults to 30%. Look at CSHQ that I need to look at. %. So 40% of the logistics does go to zone things first. So something will always go to the oil, but the troops, if we got enough demand on the troops will take the preference on a lot of supplies still to meet their ammo requirements and such. And I think that's, I think we've been through the cards already. I don't think there's any particular cards we want to play. Here. Cycle the turn. And to be fair with fighting the mutants and the slavers at this point are basically going to have no replacements. So we don't want to be losing a lot taking them on, but we can do some degree of attritional fighting if that's what it requires to make progress. Should be about to see motion from the major to the south. I think it's computing its turn right now. Okay, should be coming up on our turn soon. Here we are. Round 85. We got 5 decisions winning us. So a lot of decisions this turn. You want Merit to go to 47? I'd like Merit to go to 47.
We'll go.
We might not really get real much choice there. Foreign Affairs Council, yeah, we'll take the Foreign Affairs Council at this point.
Yes, sir.
Hindsight, I'm probably not using the postures very much. Let's drop the postures. Mid. Customize back down pretty low. Let's go even lower there. Then we can split the other 30-33.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay. You're in search of a special item. Rare book. Don't really want heart enforcement though, so we'll send them.
Yes,
send them
sir.
no. Don't think this hurts their opinion. Yeah, it doesn't hurt their opinion. Some of our people happen to like enforcement, so it's hurting some of our people's opinion. But well, that's not good. So nothing actually got sent out of the oil drill this turn. That's bad. Because of all the bullets being sent to the front line? Okay.
Wilco. Wilco.
Although all the bullets were delivered, so... It's annoying, but it's... As long as we're not doing too much driving, it's not a big concern.
All clear, sir.
Yeah, we're not really driving, so it's not really burning any petrol. It did burn some ammo, but... That was actually a pretty short fight. Basically rinse and repeat and do that half dozen more times to get rid of their vehicles.
Requesting backup.
Not a good trade ratio. 2 to 1. Although, could definitely be worse. We're getting a lot more retreats than we were getting kills. .97% of the construction. Okay. So everything should start to improve over the next couple turns. Not much else we can do at the moment. It's got some good strat cards that are going to magically fix things. I think the answer there is going to be no. Could raise the sales tax. We're at overemployment territory, so
Sir, yes,
grab some
sir.
more sales tax. For
Order
investment.
received.
Okay. Next turn, we're officially going to get the Foreign Affairs Counselor slot. We're going to make one of our currently unemployed supermen here head of the Foreign Affairs. So you don't have any charisma to start with, or Camp 5, so you can basically go anywhere. You've got some charisma skills. You've got some intimidate, you've got some oratory, you've got some interrogation. I think we're going to make you Foreign Affairs leader. We may take you out later and assign you to a governorship, but we need something for you to govern before you can do that job. In the meantime, you'll be doing heavy lifting with all the neighbors. Yeah, that's like the turn. Seeing a little bit of motion from the neighbor to the north. This is the slaver side? Yeah. Okay, so all the slaver units that we know about are prime swinging range for the tank units. Okay, here we are at the bottom round 86. We have 8 decisions awaiting us. We've discovered artillery. Well, that's a good find.
Yes, sir.
We now have a new council, so we need to rejig everything for the fact that we have a council. 400 carriers, we'll take it 5. We'll drop the interior council. No, I do want to have the interior council like 10. I'll design at 10. Actually, slightly prioritize Eco Council over military, so this is the spread we're going to do. 30 Eco, 20 military, 10 model design, 5 for staff and foreign, 10 for the interior, and the last 20% all for the Supreme Command Council.
Yes, sir.
You want democracy to be level. I don't,
Sir, yes,
so
sir.
no. Director of the Foreign Affairs. Yeah, 4-person.
Roger that.
Focus on research. I could probably... Let's turn down maritime house liaisons and prospecting. We'll try to use the prospecting cards instead of prospecting. We can get actual research going a bit faster.
Order received.
Well, we got no minors to diplomacy with, so 90% towards major diplomacy.
Roger that.
In artillery, I'm not going to be too worried if we don't got the armor for. And I probably do want to go big. Although, there's maybe some arguments for going real small. For maybe, say, walking up in the mountains and stuff, but maybe a full 240mm howitzer in the pattern fire suit. Like democracy.
Yes, sir.
And this does push the maritime trading house towards, or we like commerce. It does push the maritime trading house towards commerce as well. So if we stand our ground there enough times, eventually there'll be commerce aligned. Okay, next turn, truck station, organic furnace should be done. And we had some oil flowing, which is why oil's positive.
Wilco.
And then the upgrade to the furnace will help with the power, so in 2 turns we should be power positive again. And the only worrying thing is the fact that we're so negative on food. And honestly, the solution then is I'm going to have to probably set up a farm. We don't have enough public workers, or don't have enough private workers anymore to keep the farm running full speed. Although we'll wait a couple turns so that we don't have it competing with other things we're building. And it's probably, at our latitude, going to be a dome farm. Yeah, the coldest we're getting is 6cc. Needs to be between 50 and 20, I think, for surface farming. Actually, we can check that. Yeah, it's in agriculture crop details. Highest is 60, lowest is 10. Or no, lowest is 1, so it's going to be above freezing, basically. And it'll go up to 60. You ideally want it between 10 to 30. Oh, and the local alien plants go a little bit higher. So the local plants would work. Still too hot, right? Because, well, too hot for open. To see that it's below. That might be a bug. It'd be a minor bug, though. It must have to be in the ideal range, I suspect. And then, yeah, because in theory we should be able to build the Xeno version. Because we're below. Well, the current temperature of the hex is 64. It might have to do something with the average or peak. Might let you farm outside if the peak's too high. Might be based on peak temp. Of course, we're not getting temperature readings out of our territory. Although, based on that argument, it's got to be something's up there. Yeah, we're going to be doing domes, obviously, when we do farming. And that's probably what we'll work on as soon as we get the truck station and the furnace going. We've got tanks we want to attack. So we're going to attack the tanks. Ooh, we got tanks to surrender.
All clear, sir.
Okay, so of the tanks we attacked, only 1 managed to escape. Anyway, our goal is to get rid of the armored vehicles. So the fact that there's infantry there, I think that's probably where the one that escaped went. Okay, forced to retreat this time. 11 subunits to 1. 11 to 1, I think, is better. Pretty better odds. Okay, so what we're going to try to do on the following turn is try to drive them out of that hex. So we can have these guys surrounded, so we can fully get rid of those ones, and then move on to this one, try to get fully rid of those ones. And slowly and surely reduce the number of mutants. And we just did a whole modification of the council, so, like, yeah, we moved 2%. This is going to go up next turn. This rate's going to go up. This one might actually be going down a bit, but we're looking at like 9 turns, so probably like 10 to 12 turn range. On design, we just put on artillery. Warfare system. Okay. I don't think we got any good cards. Yeah, let's second the turn. This upcoming turn, when we have the Foreign Affairs Counselor in, we'll probably Medal Merit him to get him more charisma. And then we may be looking into doing some more diplomacy. Okay, I think the vehicles I was hunting have moved away in the case of the slavers. Looking at the time, I should probably go ahead and put the part break in here. If you're watching on YouTube, as soon as this end turn end, which will end pretty soon, we're gonna head and put a part break in. There'll be another part up for you tomorrow, where we continue from where we left off. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We are going to try to record a few more parts tonight, between 1 to 3 parts. We'll see how quickly we get through the parts. And we'll take a short break, sip a little bit of tea, and get the ads out of the way, hopefully, and then we'll get right back to recording. So, with that, we'll be picking up next time in the bottom around 87, where we have 2 decisions. Until then, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.